Call your friends and make a plan. Let's have ourselves a date. No promises or consequence. We have no time.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of my big extreme deep clean series. Today we are going to have fun in the kitchen, and just as in the living room, we will deep clean, organize and declutter here as well. So if you are ready to transform your kitchen with me, then let's do it together. Just a bit of tidying as a warm-up before the deep clean starts, plus by clearing the space it will be easier and quicker to clean. If you put away everything what has a designated space, they won't bother you during your cleaning. Then I just needed to start my daily load. Lately I made some changes on my laundry routine what gives me more freedom. Before I used to wash everyone's laundry separately. I mean ours separately from the kids' laundry, and even the kids' laundry was separated. But now that both of them clothes gets dirty with the same dirt, and what I mean, until our daughter was smaller she got more food stains on her clothes than grass or mud. But now as she grows this is turning other way around, so her clothes now needs the same wash cycles as our sons. So I started to wash their clothes together. I still use separate detergent for the kids, but by washing both of them clothes in one load made things way easier and more relaxed, because I don't need to worry that I won't have the time to wash clothes for both of them on the same day, or worry about whose laundry to wash first to get dry by the time they will need it. As you seen in those few random clips, I did take the Easter decors off as well. We don't need them anymore, so they would be just in my way while I am cleaning. Also, I needed to go upstairs in the loft to get my cabinet and drawer liners, so I was able to take my decors up as well. A bit of multitasking by getting both tasks done in the same time. Then I was just trying the liner pieces what I had. I added liners in nearly all of the cabinets when we moved in, but since then these cabinets been moved so many times. Then we also painted them, and while these transformations happened, some of the liners been removed and ended up in the loft. Since I always had chores way more important than this little project, I never got it done after the final transformation, but I do like them because they not just protect the shelves but gives the cabinets a neat look, and they are also easier to clean. You can just wipe them, or you can pull them out and wash it under the sink, what you definitely cannot do with your wooden shelves. So this is why I decided to, now as I am washing down the cabinets, let's just clean them from inside as well. Organizing wise, the cabinets aren't too bad, but I am sure I can still make some improvements.
Living life as a nomad, take it day by day, 'cause there's no one to tell us what to do. I want the sunny days to shine a light on me, can't let them go to waste. They feel so far away when all the sky is gray. I miss the sunny days. Time, show you.
I really prefer glass over plastic cups. I feel like beverages taste better in glass. We do have more other type of glass cups in the loft because I wanted to only have those in the kitchen what we truly use. We still have a couple of cups what we only occasionally use when we have guests over, but since we have space for them, it's easier to keep those down here as well. The liners still have to flatten out because they've been rolled up, but I wish I had taken a photo or showed you the before, because now the cabinet looks so much organized. I thought this will be the cabinet that won't have any change, so there is no point to show you the before, but I was wrong. Now all the cups have space to be. Before there was still empty spaces, but somehow the cabinet felt still crowded and like we wouldn't have enough space for some of the glasses, and now it's way better than I thought. Then just to get that multitasking vibe going, I checked if we have any glass washed in the dishwasher so I can empty the dishwasher in the same time. Is it just me guys, or you get excited too to put your stuff away after you nicely organize the space for them? It's crazy how much motivation and excitement can an organized space give you guys. To get the cleaning rolling, I am cleaning in sections, so I clean the upper part on this side, so now I will clean the backsplash and the worktop as well. I won't get the lower cabinets cleaned just yet because those aren't in a big need of organizing like the upper cabinets. Then I wanna keep the from top to bottom cleaning order, and for that I first need to have all the upper cabinets done so I can move to the lower levels after.
Don't hesitate, enjoy your sunny day. We go from north.
One thing that I would definitely get done if I am deep cleaning is to wash or wipe clean everything that we have on the countertop, even if it's a decor piece. In the kitchen there is more splashing and steam and grease, so the decor pieces do get dirty after a while if you don't clean them. So at least when we do a deep clean and we really want to make the space spotless clean, let's just give everything what we can a quick wipe.
Drive 100 miles an hour, staying out too late, living life as a nomad.
My coffee machine is screaming for so long now for Descaling, but I couldn't find the Descaling product what they gave with the machine and I kept forgetting to order one. So today I said, enough is enough, it's time to tackle this task as well. When would be a better time than when I am deep cleaning? So I pulled first my whitey vinegar out, then I just checked if I still had 1 second of this clear from what I used last time for the cutter, and I had one, so I put it in and I let the coffee machine run its cleaning cycle. Well, since this was the first time that I descaled it, I had to run the cycle twice because first I thought I haven't done something correctly, but after half an hour of figuring out and watching the coffee machine doing its job, it's done. No more lime scale and ready to brew.
Take it day by day, because there's no one to tell us what to do. I want the sunny days, they shine a light on me, can't let them go to waste. They feel so far away when all the sky is gray.
One thing what we don't often see in the cleaning and organizing videos is behind the scene. So getting new stuffs in and focusing on one area, it does make another space temporarily messy. But that's okay because as the new things get to their place, the mess will disappear as well. But definitely bear in mind that you cannot tackle everything at once, so things can turn worse before they get better.
I miss the sunny days.
Because I decided to work in sections, I haven't cleared the whole worktop area. Now you can do this how you prefer. You can work in sections like me, or you can get all the worktop cleared and just go from one upper cabinet to the other. The more important thing is that you follow the order from top to bottom and also make sure that nothing food related is under the cabinet what you clean, just to prevent the cleaning chemicals to get in your food or water or in whatever you don't wish to. Lately I started to bake sourdough breads again, and before I started to clean I just mixed one loaf, and I was in such hurry to get started with the cleaning that I forgot to feed my really hungry sourdough. I am just experimenting how it will make the best loaf if it's hungry or if it's been fed. If you bake homemade sourdough bread, let us know what your experiences are. Maybe we can learn something new today.
Sunny days, where did you go? My sunny days, miss my sunny days.
Not too long ago we went to B&M because I wanted to check out the organizers, but they didn't have as much as they used to, or only feels like to me because in the last few years I really went in shops. Anyway, I saw these containers and I thought they would work so great to store some of our ingredients, so I picked up a couple.
Where did you go? I want the sunny days to shine a light on me, can't let them go to waste. They feel so far away when all the sky is gray.
And here comes the bummer, they didn't fit in the cabinet where I planned to use them. Since I wasn't planning to buy containers, I haven't measured the cabinet, so to make sure you get the right storage containers, always measure first. I went to look more for storage boxes and caddies, this is why I didn't need to measure, but we will make them work. So I still went ahead and added the ingredients what I planned in the new containers. First I was thinking that maybe we could lower the shelf because only a few millimeters what doesn't allow the containers to fit. Then second I wanted to see how bigger they are than the jars what I used previously. Then seeing that they could hold much more than I thought, I got the idea to try them for our cereals. And of course I had to do some measuring if it's worth to change them, and since a full square jar cereal went in the new containers and there was still more empty space, I was convinced that it's worth to change them.
The sunny day.
Then a few minutes of jar measuring later, I knew that we are facing a full mixing cycle, so I decided to stick with adding the cereals in the new containers and reuse the cereal jars for the ingredients for what I got the new containers. I anyway wanted to change the flip-top jars because they were hard to use with these ingredients. This is why I decided to get the new containers in first place, not just because I saw them and they looked so nice that I had to get them. I really tried to work on my intentional buying, so only buy things what I know we would use or it would be beneficial to have. I feel like there are so many fun and attention grabbing things that you just blink one in a shop and you end up flooding your home with a bunch of new things what you mostly won't use. One thing what you can see me definitely do in the kitchen 1 million times is wiping the surface. Do you guys wipe your working area before, between and after working, or is it just me who is constantly wiping and wiping? It took a while to empty and refill the jars because since there was a big overchange, I had to wash the jars after emptying so the new thing what I added in them doesn't got mixed. And of course, since I am upgrading the jars, so all of them are bigger than what I used previously, in the same time I did restock as well. I do like to wash down the top of the cabinets and they do need it, to be honest. All the steam and grease what you have in the kitchen will build up at the top where it's not disturbed, and after a while if you don't clean that grease build up, it will make your kitchen smell greasy. Hopefully when we will change the kitchen I will be able to add taller cabinets and add a trim or something on top to close the gap between the cabinets and the ceiling, because that would resolve the build up. The more sealed you can make the gap, the less likely will be that the steam gets in and starts the grease build up. We already talked about getting the kitchen done, but we are quite in a limbo with everything. So the kitchen needs to be redone, the bathroom is screaming for a refurbish, we still have the loft conversion to get done. The thing is that whatever we can, we would like to get done ourselves to save money on labor. My husband has the skill and the tools, so it would be silly to pay someone else to do it, especially since many times the labor is twice of the price of the units or materials. But on the other hand, it would make the refurbishment go quicker because it's hard to find the time to get things done around the house. I mean for my husband, and I don't have the skills. I do whatever I can, but it's not enough for the plans what we have. As you know, we started to look for bathroom stuffs and our plan was that by now it would be done, but in the last minute my husband's agreed jobs got delayed and mixed because of the other builders not keeping the deadline. So under the time what was spared for our bathroom, he ended up working in 3 different spaces to get things going and fixed for everyone.
Don't wanna say goodbye.
Nice and airy, just how I like my spice cabinet. I try to not overpack this cabinet so everything is easy to access when I am cooking, just for the sake of cutting time on cooking. Then since it's one of the mostly used cabinet, it does get messy, and if I already would had the liner put back, now to clean all the seasonings from the shelf would be so much easier because I would only need to pull out the liner and dump it or in the bin or in the sink, and a quick wipe or a wash under the sink and it can go back. But now I needed to take out everything and wipe the shelves, then add back everything.
Want your skin on my skin. Just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else in my life. So darling, please pull me closer.
As I was packing everything back, I was thinking that maybe I should buy some other jars for the other spices and ingredients as well. Also, I am thinking to look for containers for our sugar and flour, what are elongated, so I could fit them next to each other instead of stacking them on top of each other. But I think first I will wait until we transform the pantry and see if some things need to move here or maybe some things would move out. The pantry transformation is already going, so it won't take long to get things decided and organized.
This is the last time it could count now, baby. Yeah, darling.
In the meantime, we move to the lower areas and we are organizing our utensil drawer. We did skip the worktop area, but only because I knew I would mess it up as I organized, but we will only work on the inside of the drawer, then wipe it from outside after the worktop is cleaned. This drawer was organized, I mean the utensils had their places, but there wasn't a divider between them to not slide around as we pull or push the drawer back. This is actually the second drawer. In the first we have the cutleries and they've been organized, and until I haven't started to organize and see how better our cabinets can turn out with a bit of help of better organizers, I thought I don't need to touch it. But after I got this drawer organized, I went ahead and ordered a new cutlery tray. I ordered these telescopic drawer dividers, but I don't know what I have done because I did measure the drawer, but still it didn't fit. It was just taller than the drawer. Thankfully I ordered other ones before from Shein. The only downside of those is that they aren't telescopic, so you have to use sticky pads to stick them to the drawer, but at least they did fit perfectly and they are transparent, what I wanted. I do remember that the transparent ones from the telescopic one were too big, and that's why I got the white in the end. Anyway, it's good that I had a plan or option B, and I am sure I can use the white ones in other areas of our home. After measuring and deciding the layout, the first divider is stick to place. Then I also got a few new utensils from Amazon and Shein. I got a new meat tenderizer because what I had before was a wooden one and it was hard to clean it and I never felt clean enough, so now I got a full metal one from Amazon. Then I got a set of utensils from Shein for £20 and it comes with so many utensils. It's an absolute bargain. This is again something that I first got for our caravan and I absolutely love it, so as I decided to change those cheap plastic utensils what we have here to silicone ones, I knew I need one what we have in our caravan.
Please pull me closer. It's not over until it's over.
I also got with the set a couple of baking utensils as well, what for now I added here because I won't get my baking drawer organized just yet, because that's again may be changing with the pantry organizing. As for now, is organized, is working, but as I said, I am sure that even the organized spaces can be improved. I still had a couple of things what would go in the cutlery drawer, what we will get done later, and I also had a few extra bits what I just added in the drawer what we don't really use, and again we will look into that drawer once our pantry is ready to be organized.
I know we get it all, we got it, we try.
We not just kept the worktop but an upper cabinet as well, and for a minute I got confused that what is going on, did I mix the clips or what? But then I remembered the reason. So since everything started to get messy as I pulled things out and brought all the new stuffs from the bedroom in the kitchen, so to ease on the busyness of the space, I decided to get the drawer organized because I knew it will go quick and many things will get to their place, and also the worktop under the cabinet will be clearer. We are still fine and going by top to bottom order. We just took a side way to get back on the road.
Try, side by side, side, but I get it. Sometimes love's just not enough when you try, side by side, but things don't get better, you get bitter.
Then in the end, this was the cabinet what haven't changed organizing wise, but it does look more neat now with the liner. The only thing what I would like to change later on is to simplify all those mugs by buying clear glass mugs what we could use for both tea and coffee. We don't have so many guests, so there is no point to have from both type of mugs, but even if we would have, I don't think it would change my decision. The simpler the better, and easier to keep it organized and tidy.
Say goodbye, yeah. Lay your head on my chest just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else around. So darling, please pull me closer, closer. If this is the last time, make it count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer, closer.
Then a bit of clearing by putting things away, getting rid of decluttered utensils to prepare the worktop area for its cleaning. Then this is the last upper cabinet, and since I had to put the cereals away to clear the worktop, I decided to then clean and organize this cabinet as well. Originally my plan was to only wash this cabinet down from outside, because soon we will change these two units to a tall oven micro combo unit. As you know, in December we luckily was able to buy a brand new EAG oven for £50 because one of the kitchen stores were changing their stocks and they done a big sale on their display ovens. But the oven is still in our garage because they say they probably will have a sale on the induction hobs as well. So we were waiting for that, but still didn't happen. And the reason why we waited with the oven is because if we would get the hob as well, we would only need to add a simple oven unit in the place of our current cooker. But since we wasn't planning to change the cooker just yet, instead of buying a simple oven unit and another induction hob, we got a tall unit just as it was planned in our future kitchen. So at least we get to see how it would look the kitchen that way and see if that would work better for us. Also, we already will create the space, so when we change the kitchen, all we need to change is the unit, but we might won't need to change that either.
Side by side, but things don't get better. You get
Then I went through our medications and stuffs. Most of the things are expired because thankfully we are fine with paracetamol and sometimes already when we get too greedy eating. Most of the creams are expired too, but I still kept a few of them, like for burnings to have something on hand just in case, or disinfectants for cuts, but I will replace those later on if we will need it or they are expired for too long. I think after the expiry date they still work for up to 6 months or even a year, but I might be wrong, so always check with your doctor or pharmacist. Then we also had baby vitamins and nasal vacuums what we don't use for a long time now, so those needed to be decluttered. In what I did invest more lately are the vitamins. We do eat lots of fruits and veggies, there is no day when we don't, especially the kids. That's one of my biggest fixations, to fill them with more fruits and veggies than sweets. People from back home are always looking at me when they hear that we don't really prefer to give the kids sweets, like we would be these mean parents and poor children. But they never try to understand that they do get chocolates and sweets, but mostly after a big meal like a dessert, or when there are special occasions they can eat even more. We didn't have sweets or chocolates when we were kids because our parents couldn't afford it, and we don't regret it at all, especially when we don't have to spend our money on dentists. I got a bit far away from the vitamins, so even though we eat lots of fruits and veggies, I feel like we still don't get enough vitamin from them, so I I like to get vitamins for the kids and I usually rotate them. So we get a bottle of, let's say, vitamin C, then once it's finished we get magnesium or something else, or even a multivitamin. I got different supplements for us adults as well, since my autoimmune thyroid disease isn't treatable, but with vitamins and supplements you can ease on some of the symptoms. I think it's worth a try.
Tell me, do you feel the same? I don't wanna leave just yet. Please pull me close.
I wanted to move the shelves higher, so maybe I could add all the vitamins and supplements on the top of the organizer to get rid of the box, but then the cereals wouldn't fit back.
I know we get it all we got, yeah, we try, side by side, but I get it.
So then I decided to make more space in the cabinet by adding our teas and coffees in the pantry, but first I had to tidy up in there too. I didn't know how could I film the tidying for you guys so you can see it, so instead I shortened the clip, leaving only the key things in it.
Sometimes love's just not enough when you try, side by side, but things don't get better. You get bitter. You get bitter.
Here this porridge is a cheap one what we don't use for eating, more for the kids to play or for skin soothing bath for the kids when they had chicken pox, but you can use for eczema as well. Our kids have the tendency to get small spots on them. Even I struggled a year with hand eczema. I had to use gloves if I work with any chemical because my hands got blisters and the skin kept tearing. It was quite painful. After I started to use an oat milk cream, thankfully all cleared away. I don't know what have I done with the clips of me organizing the last upper cabinet, but I just quickly made an after clip as I was editing. There is a half an hour gap between the two clips and I remember filming it, but it's nowhere to be found. Since all the upper cabinets are done, we can finally start to work on the lower areas like the backsplash and the worktop. So first we clear it, then we can use a degreaser or an antibacterial spray to wipe them down. I use the fairy degreaser on this side because this is where I cook and the area can have grease or food spots.
Wanna say goodbye, yeah. Want your skin on my skin. Just one last time, if I can't have you.
I love how quick and easy you can clean the worktop area. You spray, scrub and wipe and you are done with the backsplash worktop and even with your hob or cooker top. Then I also got a new electric salt mill to change out the manual one what I had before. The gears in that one got broke, so it was more like a decor, but if I could use something as a decor plus is functional as well, that is even better. My only regret is that I haven't got one for our black pepper as well.
I don't want nobody else in my life. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, make a countdown, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer. It's not
I am just so happy that most of the new things what I got are working out so well and they truly did improve the look and function of our home.
over until it's over. I know we
This is the next day and I got our new cutlery tray so we can get this drawer cleaned and organized as well.
get it all we got, yeah, we try, side by side, but I get it. Sometimes love's just not enough when you try, side by side, but things don't get better. You get bitter.
Actually, I wouldn't really need a liner in this drawer because the tray mostly fills out the space, but since I had enough, let's just stay on the safer side. Then this tray is expandable on both sides, but with the current drawer, I can only use one side. Well, actually I could use both, but I could only pull them out a little bit and then maybe nothing would fit in them. What I really love about this tray that it has all the compartments what I need. It has 4 same compartments where I can add our spoons, forks and 2 types of knives, the butter knife and one which cuts butter. Then it also has other one in which I can add our teaspoons, and while we had a toddler, this is where the toddler cutlery has been, but as you saw I just got rid of the last few bits of toddler cutlery. Then what mostly love is that it has a proper big knife compartment, so I don't need to squeeze them in one tiny compartment, and I don't have to be so careful not to cut myself how I get one out. Then I also added a garlic masher and a can opener separate because those are in higher use as well. Then the rest what we occasionally use can be fitted next to each other. Now there are a couple of empty compartments because those cutleries are in the wash.
Just one last time, if I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else around. So darling, please pull me closer, closer. If this is the last time, make it count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer, closer. It's not over until it's over. I know we get it all.
This was a busy day, I couldn't film or get done a lot. As you can see, the bed is still undone. I just wanted to quickly get a few bits done before I start tackling that dreaded to-do list. And after getting the cutlery drawer nice and organized, the next thing what I wanted to do is to add a little caddy for the straws in the glass cabinet. I felt like it has more sense, and plus there is less what needs space in the cutlery drawer. Now this little caddy is actually a remote holder, but you can use it for many other things, and what I like about them is that they are quite slim but tall enough to hold the straws, or you can even use for pencils as well. I already told you guys in the last video that I need something what can better hold this plant in place than the cardboard stand what I had, so today we are going to use some expanding foam to secure them in a pot. And let me just tell you that I never used expanding foam before, and my husband said he had one but it's not expanding that much, so it won't be good for my DIY. This is from where I started. And if you use this stuff before, probably will be painful to see me using it. Not even the camera wanted to focus and show you what I am doing. And if you haven't used it before, here is how not to use it. So I read half of the instruction, I sprayed water for better adhesion and quicker drying, I used gloves, but I thought it only expands that much as I sprayed it out. And since I haven't read the next few lines on the instruction, I filled the whole pot with the foam. And just don't do it, guys, because you only should fill 1/4 of the pot, okay? This stuff is crazy, but good crazy. And it wasn't enough that I filled the whole pot after a few minutes saying not expanding. I thought, that won't hold the plant, let's just spray a bit more. So I ended up a few more minutes later panicking that it rapidly started to expand and is getting out of the pot. So I ended up taking the foam out of the pot at least 3 times. So now I learned the hard way how to use it, and next time I am sure I will read the whole instruction. Anyway, we got to the end of today's video, but in the next one we will clean and scrub further in the kitchen, so it's worth to return for that. And of course, after we are done with the kitchen, we will move to the bedrooms to clean, organize and declutter there too. And hopefully we can make those areas more cozy and functional as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a lovely weekend and I see you in my next one. Bye guys!
Try